I have no problems with saying that he's got to be the best free kick taker at this level in the country at the moment.
Really?
One of the best I've ever seen it.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
Waits curling at the end.
And wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fake.
This one towards goal, he scored another one.
And wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
As it goes, oh what a finish. It's another pearler.
Every word I move so descriptive like an
Brendan
adjective. I got a
Hart is
vendetta
special
against people
again.
who patented being negative.
Hello everyone, it's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to the channel, guys. Before I start, please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Don't forget to, put your notifications on, all that jazz. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Today, a very special show. I am talking about a player that is up and coming at Manchester United. Another great youth prospect at Manchester United. Of course, we pride ourselves on youth, courage and success. And whenever a great young player comes through the ranks, we always praise them. We always push them. We always, we get excited because, that is what our football club is all about. Today, I am talking about Jim Thuait. Now, there has been many comparisons over the years with players that play for Man United. He's the next Rooney. He's the next so-and-so. He's the next Roy Keane. He's the next Cantona. Whoever it is, one thing's for certain, guys, is that we will always support our young players and our youth players that are coming through the ranks. Now, today I'm going to be speaking about Jim Thuait. Jim Thuait, of course, is a Manchester United youth player that currently plays as a CDM, can also play as an attacking midfielder and a central midfielder, guys. He is only 18 years old, and already there have been huge comparisons with David Beckham, guys. David Beckham of all, and why is he compared to David Beckham? He doesn't play on the right, although Beckham could play on the centre sometimes. Jim Thuait can take a tasty free kick. Now, guys, I'm telling you like this. Ever since David Beckham, I don't think Manchester United have quite reached the heights when it comes to set pieces. I don't think Man United have found a player that can get to that David Beckham level, if you know what I mean. Scoring free kicks, different types of free kicks, set pieces, all that jazz. Absolutely not. We have not found a player that can do that. Lo and behold, here comes Jim Thuait. Now, Jim Thuait, of course, is a central midfielder. Beckham did start as a central midfielder, ended up being on the right. But Jim Thuait, and you look at his free kicks, his technique, everything that surrounds him, it does resemble David Beckham. It's almost like a duplicate of David Beckham. But it's not only that. Jim Thuait's tenacity, his challenge on the ball, his carrying of the ball, his strength is what separates him from the other youth players, guys, in regards to Manchester United. This player is a player that we should be looking at next season, coming through the ranks next season. It's not all about the glitz and glamour. It's not all about signing the superstars. It's also about believing in our youth and believing in what we pride ourselves on, which is the young players coming through the ranks. Now, it's not often that I look at a player and I think, wow, that guy could be the next big thing. Jim Thuait, absolutely. I spoke about JJ Gabriel and I speak about Jim Thuait in the same light. In a different way, in a different position, this guy is going to be a superstar at Manchester United. And one thing about football in general is that you always need someone who can kick a dead ball, who can score a goal from a free kick. How many times do we do that during the Alex Ferguson golden era? How many times did we score free kicks? How many times did we get that pinpoint cross, courtesy of David Beckham in particular, spot on the head of Dwight York, for example? Many, many times, of course, guys. And it's something that I would say that Manchester United have lacked over the years. It's something that we haven't really focused on over the years in regards to set pieces. We have players who can take a set piece, but nowhere near on the level that we used to have it, of course. Now, I find it insulting that we have players who talk about assists when we used to assist so freely in a short space of time. We used to have players that could assist on a sixpence kick across on the sixpence, straight on the head of the striker. Now, look, I don't want to put too much pressure on Jim Thuait, but for me, there's only a handful of players that I'm looking at the moment in regards to the future of Manchester United coming through the ranks at the moment that are going to be stars, that I see are going to be the future of Manchester United going forward. And it's in particular the certain skill sets that they have, the certain glimpses of class that you can see in these players, whether it be JJ Gabriel or whether it be Jim Thuait. He is a player that Manchester United need to focus on next season, bringing him through and giving him as much game time as possible, of course. Now, look, of course, this season, we haven't been able to exercise our ability to play certain young players because of being knocked out of the FA Cup so early, knocked out of the League Cup so early. We had no opportunities to play the young players. I'm looking at players in this youth academy, and I'm looking at it and I'm comparing it. And I'm always going to compare to the class of 92. I know it seems a little bit unfair, but we have to do that. We have to compare to the class of 92. We have to look at the class of 92, and we have to look at, the levels that we set. Now, in regards to Jim Thuait, he is at that level. I'm going to say it like that. He is at that level, and this guy will be the next big thing, along with JJ Gabriel next season. Now, if Man United don't manage to do the business in the transfer market in regards to the signing the key players that we need in that midfield position, as people have been saying, the community have been saying, Man United need about 3 players in that midfield position. Why not let it be Jim Thuait? Why not let it be a youth player coming through the ranks? Why not give him an opportunity? I believe he's ready. Why not? Because, guys, back in the day, when we lost the league title in 1995, when we brought all those players through the class of 92, everyone doubted Alex Ferguson. Everyone thought he's gone crazy in regards to bringing through all these young players and letting go the likes of Paul Ince, Andre Kanchelskis and Mark Hughes. It's about time we started doing that more potently, because I feel like we've lost our way. There's a few players that represent the future of Manchester United at the moment, in my opinion. The homegrown players, the Shea Laces, the JJ Gabriel, the Jim Thwaites, the Kalungis, the Fredricksons. These are the players I feel that need to be given as much game time as possible. And hopefully next season, when we got the Champions League and we got the Premier League and League Cup and FA Cup, we can sort of integrate these players into the team more effectively, giving them the game experience that they require. This season, unfortunately, we've left ourselves in a position where we can't do that. Now, Jim Thuait is going to be a superstar for me. You can quote me on this. You can clip this up. And looking at the free kicks, looking at his technique, it is absolutely second to none. And I feel like we need to nurture this. I feel like we need to push him into the team and let him start taking the free kicks. Let him start taking the corners, etc., and all various set pieces, of course. I bring this in because I think it's very important that we focus on our youth academy. I think it's very important that we look at the future of Manchester United. The youth academy is what makes us. It's youth courage to success. It's these players that we've had, these one youth player since the 1930s that we've had on the bench, and I think we need to focus on that, because that is what separated us from everyone else. No, I'm not going out there saying that we just play a bunch of youth players and we play 11 youth players in the team and we're gonna challenge for the title. That's not how it works. These players need to be nurtured into the team, need to be integrated into the team slowly, so that they, eventually they will be ready. Play them in the FA Cup, in the League Cup. Maybe when we're through in the Champions League, hopefully we will be through in the Champions League, we can play them in a couple of meaningless games. You know what I mean? So this is what I would say about that. There's no harm also in playing them in the Premier League, giving them 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. I don't think there's any problem with that. But I do believe that we have to start focusing on our academy. And when there is talent out there, we need to nurture that talent. And I think that is what Manchester United is all about. Not every player will make it in the academy. Not every player will get the chance at Manchester United. Not every player is up to that level. And that's just the way it is in life in general. Even in the class of 92, Robbie Savage will tell you that, you know what, it's not all, not everyone makes it. But if you can produce a handful of players, even less than that, it is a bonus. Now, at this moment in time, Man United are producing players. They're producing players, and we're bringing through players at a level that are ready for the Premier League, in my opinion. And time will tell, of course, whether I'm proven right or wrong. Time will tell about JJ Gabriel. Time will tell about Jim Thuait. It depends, right? It depends not only on what I say, not only on what Manchester United do. It depends on them as well. It depends on their character, because the key is not only talent, it is also character. It's also improving your craft. You've never made it. And that should always be the mentality. Whether you make your debut or not, whether you are ranked as the best young player in the history of Man United, it doesn't matter. You've got to improve. You've got to work on your game. You've got to work on your craft. And you've got to act like, you know what, this could be the end. My opportunity in this team is not guaranteed. And improve. Like I always bring up about Cantona, Beckham, Giggs, etc. Even when they were serial winners, even when they were champions, they stayed behind in training. They did not advertise it or give it a PR. They stayed behind in training and they perfected their craft. This is the mentality that needs to be implemented into Manchester United, because talent is one thing, no doubt. Attitude is just as important, if not more important, because that determines how far you go. Now, this is the second show I'm doing about youth players at Manchester United, ones to look out for. So today it is Jim Thuait. Look out for Jim Thuait. He may make his debut next season. We really do hope that he gets integrated into the team, just like JJ Gabriel will. And of course, will help with our squad as well, because as we know at Manchester United, it's not only about the first team, it's about the squad. It's about the squad, guys. So Jim Thuait, the free kick specialist, Man United's new David Beckham. What do you think about that, guys? Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Be absolutely fantastic. Put your notifications on as well when I go live, guys. Jim Thuait, Manchester United, new golden boy? Maybe. Maybe it's JJ Gabriel. Who knows? But one thing's for certain, we are producing the talent that needs to be nurtured at this football club. And I really do hope that Jim Thuait is integrated into the squad next season. I'm Sal. This is Stretford Post. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Onwards and upwards. Glory, glory, Man United. See you soon, guys. Take it easy. Peace.